Hey everyone, it's Stori here, and this is RP Weekly. So first off, before I begin, I want to give you guys a huge virtual hugs and kisses because all the response that I've been getting has really warmed my heart. The past couple weeks haven't been so great for me, so being able to read all the feedback and responses that I get and reading the tags that you guys use when you reblog, it makes me feel a lot better, and I like to read them if I'm feeling a little down. So we're going to move on to our first node blog, which is Kingdom of Seven. And this is a Game of Thrones roleplay. I actually discovered them through, in the tags, they had a video promo. And I watched the whole thing and it was amazing. Really well done. Awesome job, guys. It's alternate universe from the show and the books, which I think is really cool because I kind of like when things differ because there's only so many times you can do the same thing over and over again. They have plenty of open characters available, great bios. Take a look at them. And that moves us on to Broadway Faces HQ. And obviously this is a resource blog for Broadway face claims. So I think this is an amazing blog idea and a great resource because theater has become such a staple in pop culture and the media. And so I think that being able to have more resources and a plethora more of face claims available is awesome, and it gives a lot more representation than just basic TV movie actors or singers or models or whatever else. And next up is Drayton RP, and this one's a little different. It's actually my own roleplay, and I tend to stick away from doing my own stuff, but I really wanted to share this roleplay with you guys because it means a lot to me. It's based off my own novel that I have been working on for too long. I'm not going to mention how long. So eventually it'll get published. Maybe. I hope. But what it's about is a boarding school set in Charleston, South Carolina. And it's about magical beings who were forced to flee their own realm because it's being destroyed and came to the human realm centuries ago, and it's set present time. So please take a look. Pretty please. If not, that's fine, whatever. But I would love to have you amazing people in the roleplay. I'm going to stop talking about my own things because it's weird. We're going to move on to Jurassic Parking RPH. And obviously, it's a dinosaur. And all I'm going to say, and all you need to know, is that the mascot's a dinosaur. And it's awesome. So please check them out and give them some likes and some love and some follows because dinosaurs! And moving on to the Bellevue's show. And this roleplay is obviously about a reality TV show that's set on an island in a random unknown place in the United States. And some people know that they're being filmed while others don't. But the plot is that suddenly, after 53 years of doing this show, which I think is an amazing for a reality TV show, suddenly all connection gets off. It's done. And so that's where the roleplay, I believe, is beginning. And so I really thought that was a really cool idea because it's different than just a basic, oh, you're on reality TV. So take a look at that. And next we go to Natives RPH, and this blog is a blog set for a bunch of resources on Native Americans and First Nation face claims, which is an amazing resource, so go take a look. And finally we have Roleplay Theme Rex, and this blog is obviously roleplay themes. That's what it's for, and I highly recommend using it. It's actually, I don't know why Google never showed this up for me, but all the other roleplay theme blogs that I found have always been inactive, but this one is not, and I will be pursuing it, just as you should too. I was smooth there. And so we're going to move on to roleplay trends, and the first one I have is RP trailers and promo videos, and obviously I've mentioned them already a little bit because Kingdom of Seven and the Bellevue show also have some of their own, and I have never actually made them. I've made videos before for roleplays, but I've never made them for promoting. I've just kind of made them for the members. And so I think it's a really great, awesome thing, and I love watching them because it's amazing what people can do. And so should you ever want one, I highly recommend trying it out. If not, there are a ton of, I'm sure, of RPHs out there that can help you make one of your own. It's not really, even if you don't want to promote, it's really a fun thing to have for members. It's fun to pick a song and give out what your roleplay is specifically about, or what certain aspect of the roleplay you want to show, like specific characters and things like that. So really love it, and I want it to continue on. And my next RP trend is actually not so cheerful, and I always try and I would rather RP trends be cheerful, but sometimes you just can't, and this is more of a possibly the biggest pet peeve that I have when it comes to role-playing, and it is hate. And specifically, not even just anonymous hate, it's just hate in general, I think, in the role-playing community, specifically centered at Appless roleplays, and I've seen Twitter roleplays get some shit thrown at them for some reason. So more specifically, I know I've said before that Appless roleplays are not my cup of tea, which is fine because everyone can have their likes and dislikes. That's what makes us individuals. And I just feel that everyone should let everyone else do what makes them happy and get over it. And this is a roleplay community, not a war zone. We're not here to fight over territory. We can have a plethora of, that's my word of the video apparently, we can have a giant group and mix of genres and role plays and whatever suits the people's needs. And that's the great thing about the internet, is that there's something for everyone here. And I just don't understand and really don't condone the fact that there's hate on specific groups just because it's not what you like. And if you don't enjoy it, that's totally fine. You don't have to. That's the point of the roleplay community, is we can do what we want to do. And that leads me, actually, before I continue on, to my new and next section, RP advice. And this is going to be, I apologize if it ends up in a rant, but I have a lot of feelings. It's 3 a.m. I've had 2 Red Bulls right now, and I'm just, whoa, wild ride for me. But going off of the hate on Appless and Twitter roleplays and whatever other roleplays that are not the standard, the application roleplays, I guess, bio roleplays, I don't know, but roleplays that have applications is what I'm going, the opposite, that people tend to say is better. But honestly, it doesn't really, it's maybe better for you, but it might not be better for someone else. For example, if there's someone who's a non-native English speaker, they might not feel comfortable at first role-playing in such a more formal group setting. They might need indie role-playing or Appless roleplays to kind of dip their feet in the water, so to speak. And I've noticed my own observation when it comes to the decline of roleplays with applications, because there has been one, is that we end up focusing on trivial things when it comes to roleplaying instead of what truly matters, and that's our happiness. And by the time that we go to roleplay, we end up exhausting ourselves and our creativity and our motivation, and that's kind of, I think, where the increase of Appless roleplays came from. And I actually did a video that I want to mention, and it was called 10 Things I Wish I Knew About Role-Playing before I started. Really long title, actually. I should probably redo that and maybe make it smaller. Anyway, but here's what I am going to give. This is the advice part, I think. Role-playing is a hobby, and it's for fun. And focusing on things like who's shipping with who and what this person said online and what they like and what they don't like and how it differs from you isn't the function of role-playing. Role-playing is interacting with characters that mean something to you, that you connect with, and writing with other people and enjoying the sadness and heartbreaks that your characters go through, as well as the happy moments and the cute moments and all the in-between. And roleplay is for fun. And I'm gonna put it on the thing right here. If it's not fun, fix it. And I will repeat it again because it's really important. If it's not fun, fix it. It's possibly the biggest advice you could probably get nowadays when it comes to role-playing, because we've forgotten the fun, I think. A lot of us, we have our moments where we remember, but at the same time, it's become such a political war ground, I feel, in a sense. And all this hate that happens isn't doing anything. Like, what? There's nothing good. It's not fun. It's not fun for the people that receive it, and I highly doubt it's fun for the people that send it. At the end of the day, I don't really think that they feel okay and happy about sending out one mean message. And this decline with the role plays that have applications, it's not necessarily a completely bad thing, and I think we'll always have this mixture of role-playing because they're a mixture of people on the internet. And we need to remember that it's really a hobby, and we're not getting paid for it, and we're not... Same thing with, like, RPHs, because I do know that roleplay helpers in the community also get a ton of shit, and that's mostly where I tend to see it, and that's when I go down the tags, and when I'm looking for blogs and such for RP Weekly, I see it all the time, is anonymous hate. And even the smallest mean comment that you might think is a good criticism might not be. And so I really think it all boils down to, I'm going to put it on the thing again, if it's not fun, fix it. And I'm going to one day have t-shirts of that, and it'd be awesome, and I'm going to sell them for like nothing because it's really important. I probably won't sell them, let's be honest, at this point. So I'm going to end my little rant because I don't want to go too into it, but feel free always to message me or leave a like or comment below. I love comments on YouTube. It makes me happy. So I might not always do RP advice because I'm very impassioned right now, feelsy, and I'm sure, I don't know if you guys got feelsy or felt the feels from the feelsy, but we're going to move on to my favorite faces, which are for the week Sierra Ramirez and Harmony Santana. And last but not least, the goodie bag. And to cheer the whole video up, because I feel like I got kind of serious there, and I didn't, it's RP Weekly, I should make it not as super serious, but I have a lot of feelings and sometimes I need to get them out. So anyway, the goodie bag. There's some pretty awesome things on there. For one, there's a Tumblr Fixes master list, which I think is great because it's brand new by Swift of RPH. And I always like to have some cool, fun tricks up my sleeve for Tumblr because it tends to not want to do anything correctly, ever. And so this is a complete master list with a ton of links. Feel free to take a look. I really, 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 really recommend doing it. Do it. Now. Wait, not now. Wait after the video and then click the other link that always ends up on the end card. That's here or here. Don't know which side it's going to be on, but there's going to be a link and it's going to be to another video that you should totally watch because I think it would be awesome. But anyway, so we're going to move on to one more thing on the thing. Oh, anyway. So we have a transgender and non-binary face claim directory, which I think is really cool to look at. There is how to cut hair on Photoshop, which big resource that I'm going to be reading next time I go to Photoshop any sort of people together, because hair is always a bitch to deal with on Photoshop. I've also got a guide to JSync roleplaying. I don't know if I said that right, but I personally kind of grazed through it a little bit because I don't know what that is. I've never had to experience it. It kind of looks like forum roleplaying to me, but it's always a cool thing just to know about. See if you can get interested into it. And what else? There's an underused names master list. There's some GIF hunts in there. There's some page and blog HTML code stuff. That's, I think, all I have for this week. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for all your responses, your likes, your comments, your tags that you put in. It really means a lot to me. You guys are lovely. You're great. You're wonderful people. Remember that, always, no matter what anyone says. So have a great end of week, beginning of week, whatever time zone you're in. My name is Stori, and I will see you next week on RP Weekly.